Hollywood are going to be coming to see our Nativity play. We can hardly believe it. It's a lie. It's not true. The whole town is buzzing with the news. I made it up. I'm sensing a lot of anger. Follow your heart. I'm thinking I can see my boy Dante.
He's eye candy for the girls.
He's 11 years old.
Have you seen the looks he gets in the playground? All these girls are like...
Live for the moment.
excited.
And make all your dreams come true.
Every one of these children is a little bit of stardust. Everybody make sure you've done a poo and a wee.
Nativity.
Hello, I'm Thomas Carruthers.
Oh.
We'll like it.
Sorry, it took Laura. What took Laura by?
Because I just got a woman speaking to my ear, giving me a warning.
Yeah, saying this meeting is being recorded.
Yes, that scared the life out of me.
Yeah. And you know what's going to be really awkward is that on the recording, it's not going to have that woman. So you're just going to look a fool.
It is like I'm horrified because of you.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Lauren, you've come out of your cave for another Christmas episode.
I only come on here for Christmas.
What do you want to do next year?
You know, my all-time favourite movie, and not even Christmas movie, this movie, Miracle on 34th Street.
Which one?
But the new one. So I know you're going to be like, oh, it's not as good.
I like how
But
people say new when it's 1992. No. I like the Richard Attenborough one as well.
I love it so much. And even though, isn't the main guy in it the guy from American Horror Story?
Yeah, the cheater who wants
and
to
I've
fuck the whole
just
maid.
started watching, and I've just started watching that, and now I'm like, ooh.
Have you?
This is
what episode of Murder House is the best season? Are you an American Horror Story fan, though?
Never seen it. Never jumped that train.
I hated it. I watched one episode and I was like, what the hell is this? Now I'm addicted. I think you should push through.
Murder House, the first, you can be Snoopy and like it. I'm a big fan of Jessica Lange as Constance Langdon. I'm a big fan of Jessica Lange, full stop. And as a kid who loved Tim Burton, loved horror stuff, was like 13 and obviously horny, American Horror Story was like, this is the best show ever made.
See, I've just started watching the second series with Jenna Dewan, who was in the first episode. Is that how you say her name?
Joanne.
How you say it? The girl from Step Up.
Oh,
the
interracial marriage where they're like picketed in town with kids.
No, wait. The first episode when they're like, the first episode of season 2, and they're like looking for like crazy places to have sex.
With Adam Levine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I don't know.
Very weird first episode. It's not hooked me yet, the second season.
No, it's not as good. Sorry. Wait till you get to the Anne Frank double bill. That's a real thing. It's called,
Great.
I believe the first episode is called My Name is Anne Frank. I think every show should have an episode called My Name is Anne Frank. Actually, if they make 5 more Nativity movies, the 5th one will probably be called Nativity 7, Anne Frank rocks, or Anne Frank
Maybe
in a manger.
you should make it.
I don't think there should be any moment in Nativity. Right, I think we're all on a very positive note with the original Nativity.
Yeah. Very.
I watched it in the cinemas, like first week. Did you all watch it in the cinemas?
Yeah. No. I went with my family, and I've also seen it in the theatre.
I wanted to talk about this later because we're all musical.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But yes, we watched it in the cinema, and I had no idea that it was going to be this good. I don't, and I think it sort of swept England. And has immediately made its way into the canon, because I think it's, when you talk about the greatest Christmas songs of all time and stuff like that, and those movies that you watch every year and year, it's hard for a film to break through. Much to my chagrin, Polar Express has broken through. But
Decker Halls has as well.
I love Deck the Halls.
Oh, you missed out on last week's episode, Lauren.
Have you done Christmas with the Cranks?
No, I haven't done. We haven't done.
Oh,
Christmas
I
with the
love
Cranks.
that one.
Well, maybe that can be next year's choice. Maybe. No, we know what next year's choice is. It's 2 months
Miracle.
of sun. No, it's 2 months of sundown. In 2 years.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. In 2 years. I think nobody knew it was going to be this good. I think it's amazing that it is this good. It's still great. The sequels are all terrible. I
like the second one. What
Second
song
one
for
is
Christmas?
passable.
Second one is Danger in a Manger. Or is that
Third
the
one,
third
shit.
Dude, Where's My Donkey?
With
Second
Martin
one, yeah.
Sheen.
Is the third one where she like gives birth?
The third one is with Martin Clune and Catherine Tate, and there's a helicopter.
Yeah, that one is awful.
Yeah, the second
It's
one.
just like
The second one I watched we all went and watched in cinemas because it was a big deal, and it was David Tennant and Poppy's back, but that's a different matter. Right? And and then Nativity 4, Nativity Rocks, which I haven't seen, is like a full rock musical.
and it's completely different. Everyone's different.
Everybody's different, and it's the guy from the musical who's played Mr. Poppy now for 5 years in the musical.
Mm-hmm.
Is he any good, Lauren?
My thing is, because I think certain movies you can't touch. Home Alone, how they're remaking that now with some random Irish woman. Don't understand.
Random
why
Irish
they're
woman.
doing that.
Have you not watched any panel show for the past 10 years?
Yes, but like,
I'm so funny. I'm not a big fan.
yes, but no, I just think you shouldn't remake them, you know? Like the classic big movies and everyone's like their cult favourites. No, just don't touch them. The musical, I saw at Christmas, like I think the week before Christmas with all my family. It was great, really, really good. Mr. Poppy's slightly annoying in the musical.
In the musical?
I knew there was going to be a big tangent today about how much he hates Mr. Poppy.
Because if I was actually watching it before to, get my memory up, and I was thinking, you're quite, if the way you're going round now, on the road you're going now, you're going to be a Mr. Madden.
Yeah,
but if
we know
you
this. Yeah.
if you lost the plot, you would be a Mr. Poppy.
No, I'm definitely
Because-
Mr. Maddens. I'm definitely
I
Mr.
think
Maddens.
I'm Mr. Maddens, and I think you're Gordon Shakespeare, Tom, if anything.
Well, that's true as well. That's also true. I think it's like a Marriage Story when he goes, "You're my mum and my dad. You're the worst parts of all these people." I think we've never, I'll say this. We've never said her by name. We've obviously referred to my ex on this show. I think I can say now that her name was Jennifer. I'll say her first name. No, I can say her first name. Her name was Jennifer. So rewatching this and going, and I forgot, and then that was when Jennifer left me, and Christmas is terrible now. And this
You
was,
go past all the houses with the lights, and there's the dull one. It's how.
but
that's
I
where
love
Tom is.
Christmas.
Mm.
I love Christmas.
But you are a bit of a Grinch.
Untrue. Name a way I'm a Grinch.
You shit on so many Christmas movies.
I shit on Love Actually. And the Polar
And
Express.
Polar Express. And
Deck the Hole.
probably. Oh, didn't even know about that one.
Well,
Elf?
definitely.
Don't you hate Elf as well?
I love Elf.
Oh, okay.
Get on the right train. I love Elf so much. I like Elf a lot. She,
Okay.
you want a new boyfriend and a better job. Oh, that's. Anyway, we're doing Elf in a couple of weeks, so don't worry. No, I love Elf. I love Elf. I'm not a Grinch at all. I completely.
Okay.
I'm going to be Grinchy this winter because I think I've got seasonal depression. I went to the theatre and I was just looking around. I was like, oh, this is terrible. I hate. I thought I'd treat myself. I went to watch The Shark is Broken, which is very good. And I was like, oh, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go into London early. I'm going to have a couple of drinks. And then I sat down in the first bar alone and I thought, what the hell am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Because you can have a meal alone. It's not great.
But
I
drinks,
think
you
that's
need
worse.
something to do.
It was like, and also it was like I had to do it because there was an hour and a half before they opened because of COVID or whatever. And I was like, I'm sitting here. This is a nice stout. But what the hell am I doing here?
Were you chatting to people behind the bar, or were you just silent?
No, because it was London and it was just sat on a table. There was no bar.
Oh,
That's really sad.
I know it's really sad. It's miserable.
You need to see, I've been saying this to Tom. I think he's too comfortable in Sig Cup.
1 minute. Sorry. We're still recording. Okay. We're going to leave this conversation here.
This could be another intervention for you, Tom.
What?
Soon.
We call it the Nativity episode / Tom's
intervention.
Okay. So yes, I am Mr. Madden. We know this too deeply. And I'm God of Shakespeare. And I'm not Mr. Poppy. It's very much like my thing with The Trip, where I really, really enjoy The Trip because Steve Coogan hates Rob Brydon. And I really hate Rob Brydon in The Trip. I think he's really annoying. And so in this, that everybody hates Mr. Poppy.
No one who hates Mr. Poppy. One person. Mr. Madden's it, and that's it.
Yeah, and he's completely right. Anyway, I've got far too much to talk about in this film. Right, so it was a bit of a mini sensation in England. Obviously, it made its sequels, it's made its musical. The budget was, we'll do it in pounds today. The budget was 1,847,500. It was a couple of million, and the box office was around 6.5 million.
Only 6.5 million.
Well, England's a small place, and it's not going to really hit big in America, is it?
Yeah, it's not really any American humor, is it?
No, it's got the guy from.
They'll be like, why are these weird children singing Christmas songs?
Yeah, why do we care? Why are there so many montages of sad middle-aged people crying and then just cutting to children's faces? I was not ready for okay, so here's my experience. So we've watched it multiple times, Christmas parties or whatever. I think we watched it in the flat, didn't we, Lauren, last Christmas? I was watching it today for the first whole time in a long time. And I paused it to go, I think I'd put some laundry in or something. And I paused it, and it was after, I'll tell you when it was. It was after when they're learning the first song. And I saw that we were only 35 minutes in. And I thought, I feel like I've watched an entire film. And I think it's because I've only watched that first half an hour for so many years that's just become the film to me. I know that there is so much more.
So you mean when they're like, dun, 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 on the piano?
Yes, I do. Yes. By the way, earlier today I bumped into Lauren, and she'd forgot about this, and then I said,
"No, I didn't."
Okay, so now she's playing school, and I said, "Are you ready for it?" And then she did, unprovoked, an entire medley performance, going from she just went, "Things are really cool in Nazareth," and I thought, "Oh, she's just going to do that song," and then suddenly every single song in the show in less than 4 minutes.
I know. I really should take it to the Fringe.
Well, what's your relationship with Nativity?
I love Nativity. We went in first year at uni. We always did little socials where we went round to Harry's flat and just watched Nativity every day. It was really
every day.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's just a very good feel good. That was a joke, by the way, Tom.
Oh.
It's just a really good feel good film, isn't it? It's despite all of the cheesiness, it's really good music. It's genuinely good music.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, and also I there's cheesiness, but I think it's a very British cheesiness, and I don't know if I don't really think it's that too cringy or too saccharine actually. There's multiple parts, as I've just said, where Martin Freeman just cries. And then there's a bit where Pam Ferris cries. And then there's Pam Ferris's monologue, which we could have maybe lost.
Oh, that's good.
It's very nice, but she's clearly going for Best Supporting Actress. She thinks it's going to be like Barbara Dalgleish or whatever, when she got nominated out of the blue for My Left Foot. It's going to be like, she's going to get nominated. She's like, they've always given up on us kids, but not today. And then Ricky Tomlinson goes, "Well done, love, well done. Ear, 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 ear." No, I like Nativity a lot.
And who is it? Who else is in it? Alan Carr?
Alan Carr,
Yeah.
which leads us into our first Katrina Unit 1-star review corner. Alan Carr's cameo critic won't be publishing a 5-star review in his local paper. That's the title of it. While you cannot fault Nativity for keeping to its target audience, it's so innocent it rapidly becomes cringing. The apparent jokes and humour all revolve around stereotypical school children immaturely, and this is unlikely to please anyone who has been through or going through puberty.
What?
The School of Rock, is an example of a similar scenario with a similar tale. However, this was exemplary, with Jack Black excelling in the lead role. And then there was Nativity. Wow. I'm proud to say there are only 3 1-star reviews, and the others are
Good.
BBC absolute nonsense. This is the worst piece of dross I have seen in 10 years. It is irredeemably worthless. And the worst thing anyone has ever seen. But the kids did their best. Really, really the worst thing ever. So there's that. Oh, Lauren, you sounded like you were going to say something. You were just breathing.
I don't think it's not meant to be taken seriously. I think if you take it seriously, then you're going to hate it, you know? Like, it's British humour fun. Like, Americans are watching, be like, who's that weird critic? But we're like, oh my God. Like, it's just...
Why does he keep getting a sandwich? Why is it a sandwich?
People don't eat. Why are people eating? No, I Will's frozen after doing a drink of water. No. But I also think that Alan Carr's performance is pretty good and pretty funny.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't think that deeply into it. I don't know why this person seems to have a deep hatred.
I think it's a funny character. I think you need the line of, like, he wanted to be a real journalist, and now he does the local paper
For primary kids.
Yeah, where he just reviews the nativities. I think that's a funny concept.
But it's weird rewatching it with Gordon Shakespeare, because I recently watched the TV series where he played a villain, when he played a serial killer. Which I don't have the name of.
It wasn't The Lost Honor of Christopher Jeffries, because he was innocent. Oh, and he was in a play where he was a serial killer as well.
Maybe it was The Lost Honor of Thingy. I don't know.
No, it wasn't, because he was innocent.
Was it when he poisoned Kem in a trailer?
You mentioned this in the Halls episode. Apparently, he's in The Crown.
Yeah, he's the Prime Minister. Wilson.
That's the volleyball from Castaway. Apparently, he was in Des with the David Tennant serial killer.
Yes, he was in that.
And he was another serial killer.
It must have been The Lost Honor of Thingy then, because he was the main part.
I don't know.
It was that.
I mean, he's been in Trolleyed for years and years.
I don't watch that.
Trolleyed's good. I mean, you have seen something else with Jason Watkins and Lauren, of course.
Have I?
And the episode of Inside Number 9 where they do the bill.
What?
Lauren, enjoy this episode, because this is the last one you will ever be welcomed on. Let's get
Can I just give a PSA? The amount of Inside Number 9s you made us watch was disgusting. So if I can't remember one, then that's okay.
Lauren, there's only about 30. We only watched half, and you enjoyed them all.
Yeah, but 15. Did you expect me to remember 15?
I expect you to remember one of the finest pieces of comedy Britain's ever put out. Let's get into the body of the film. 10-minute stretches. I've got auditions. The Mayor's Party. I just enjoy.
Yeah.
Randy with the drunk. Yeah.
Randy Ricky Tomlinson, and then the ultimate performance, which is of course longer than 10 minutes. Will, am I missing anything?
I've got all of them. I've also thrown in Hollywood. I think that's fun.
Oh,
I agree, Lauren. We'll get to that later. I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Ooh.
Ooh. And I'm going to be really
Can
cool.
I also...
Oh, go on.
Can I add another favourite bit?
10-minute stretch.
10 minutes. So obviously the auditions when they're like, I'm just a teenage, all that bit.
Yeah,
but then also when they're like doing the warm up and like learning the song and doing like pairing the Mary and Joseph together.
Yeah. I want to be Joseph. They all sound, all of these
I know
kids.
you wouldn't let me be Joseph. You just
I knew you
someone.
wouldn't. I knew you
No, you
wouldn't.
wouldn't let me be Savannah.
Okay, right. Okay.
Isn't he terrifying though when he comes and breaks that fight up? That's scary.
I think Martin Freeman's really good in this, and I think he's like the perfect teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He is like really, really realistic.
Because he does gives me some teachers I see at Bruford.
Now,
Some teachers
so
in
we
my-
know, so now
my
we know
high
where.
school.
Now we know the place in London where I live. We know the college where I study at. We know the first name of my ex. I've got my credit card here. Should we just?
National insurance.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think Martin Freeman's really good, and I think Pam Farris is believable as a headmaster as well.
Yeah.
As we
She
know
gives me
from
like
Matilda.
shut up.
Yeah, she's the car sales. She's the car salesman. She's the car salesman
She's the
who's
car-
Matilda's dad.
Shut up.
You never knew that she was Miss Trunchbull,
No.
Lauren.
Oh, that's kind of blown my mind.
There you go. Yeah, she's Mrs. Trunchbull.
Oh my god, because I was going to say she always reminds me
Ponytails.
she always reminds me of the music teacher from High School Musical.
Mrs. Devereaux.
No, Miss
Darby.
Darby. Her. She always reminds me of her.
I think we can do those in the new year. I'd like to do the High School Musical trilogy.
Oh, please. They're my favourite.
Yo, it's lunchtime.
Yeah, because that's the best line.
It's pretty good. Okay, that's it for 10-minute stretch, which takes us into Tom's weirdly specific favourite parts of the film. I've got a couple. Who's going to get it? Us. Gordon conducting is very funny. Gordon conducting is very good. I only had 3 years of drama training. I wasn't very good. Yes, I know. And then Martin Freeman's reaction. This is okay. I want to talk about this now. So this film, doing all my research and watching all the featurettes, completely improvised.
Yep.
And I always thought it was a bit of like not a Hollywood myth, a Coventry myth. No, I always thought it was a bit of like some bits were scripted. No, she had an outline for everything. And then every scene was improvised. Yeah. Oh, go on. No.
I was going to say because the kids are all believable as.
Well,
totally
that's how I'd always thought of it. I thought, it's a half lie. All the kids were improvising, but no, everybody was improvising. Everybody was improvising.
I love that.
It's great.
That makes it even better.
It pays off. Yeah, it's paid off. And then they spent 10 months editing.
Jesus Christ.
Her husband was the editor. So this is written and directed by Debbie Islett, who has spent her life making the rest of the Nativity movies. She also made Confetti, Will. Have you seen Confetti?
I haven't.
The Britcom wedding movie. Everybody's in it. Olivia Colman's in it. Mitchell and Webb. It's one of those where everybody's in it for 5 minutes. Anyway, Tom's written a specific very parts of the film. I've put here my man. Gordon Shakespeare said my man. I like that. Little Bob's thumbs up. Yeah. Hug and fist.
Sorry?
What is that supposed to be? Hug and no. It's when he and I'm only sorry that they can't be here right now. And then he brings the coffee over. No, when he hugs and fists Mr. Poppy. Followed by, of course, I'll let Will do that one. I'll let Will have that one. I love the snobby little, show kid, Excelsis, with the thumbs up. I think one of the funnier cuts of all time is knock, 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 cutting to the little Bobby kid in full lycra at the door. Out of the blue, very funny. Well, I have to be cruel. That's why they call them Burns victims. Very funny. Of course, this isn't supposed to be funny. The security guards fall when he's chasing the kids. It's so ridiculous.
Wait, how do you even look at that as a part? I would have. Oh, sorry.
Weirdly specific favourite parts. Come on, Lauren. You've watched every episode. You should know this by now.
I know.
I love everything the receptionist does. United Independent Pictures. United Independent Pictures. Hello, Barry Goldstein, Agatha Christie. Where's my baby? Where's my baby?
Yeah.
Where's my baby? Very funny. Cleo, I wrote her, I don't know all these kids' names. I wrote this one down. Her reaction when Mr. Mannins is like, how are you? Are you all right, Cleo? Go, no, not very. She's like really bitchy. She's like, no, I'm not good at all. And then, of course, the father crossing himself when the kid gets brought down. Will, your weirdly specific favourite parts?
I've got, again, the bit where they're like, who's going to, that bit, and Shakespeare just goes, yeah. Where he notices the little photo of her and Mr. Poppy, and he's like, is that
Who's that? Who's that?
I like they're going to make a film, a documentary, and a book. I like that.
And a book. Yeah.
And a book.
I was supposed to write and a book down, but I didn't. Sorry.
The bit where he's like, well, they've never done Herod, and his face goes red. Yeah. Where he comes on as Zeus in the ballet, I think is very good.
Yeah.
The forged consent forms, terrible. Any bit the Reverend's on. The bit where a lie is a lie is a lie.
A lie is a lie is a lie.
Well, if you tell her the truth, then maybe you'll get a good meal out of it this time. This is a very personal film to me because that priest looks scarily like my recently deceased great granddad Ken. It like is literally just now we're talking now. So we've got the place I live, the my great granddad Ken.
And Ken, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay, I don't think I've ever told this story. So 1 year for my great granddad Ken, my mum thinks, okay, I don't know what to do them for Christmas. I'm going to do them a big Waitrose shop. So she sorts the address
You've told me this.
Oh, this is good. Will, you know this story. Do you know this story? So she does this big address and she does it and it's fine. And it's received and it's lovely. 3 years later, Ken's now passed. My mum decides to do Waitrose for her Christmas shop. Usually she does Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's?
Whatever. She's like, oh, it's not here. Still not here. They said it was arriving at 8. Then we get a call from Ken's, partner, whatever. You know, when old people like when the significant others pass, and then they just like couple up near the end. Anyway, from her, and she goes, "There's somebody here with shopping for Ken. He's been dead 3 years. There's somebody here with shopping for Ken." So then my dad had to drive 4 hours. No, that's not true. My dad had to drive 1 hour and 10 minutes to pick up some shopping. Any other favourite parts? Well,
that's it. Oh no, I like the dancing at the end when he comes and he does the hand walking.
Yeah. Lauren, your weirdly specific favourite parts? Those tiny little things that you notice after years and years of watching.
When Bobby faints in the doctor's room.
Yeah.
When he just goes down. When they're in the room.
A lot of problems with that scene, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, I didn't really like that scene, but I like that bit. When in the classroom and then Mr. Poppy's like on the window and like sliding. When they're backstage at the end and they try and make the girl take her hat off.
Yeah.
You're like, well, why don't you take your hat off for once in your life? It's like so passive aggressive. It's that's why he's so good as a teacher, because it's like those angry little things that kids won't understand. So you can say, why don't you take that hat off for the first time ever? Anything else, Lauren? It's not really a weirdly specific bit, but when the angel comes down from the church, the parents just go. Yeah, the parents. The first thing she does is just scream, and then half an hour later, she's like into this weird. What's the song in Hairspray? Run and tell that. It's like almost the exact same beat and message. Or run and tell that. Do. And everybody's going, yeah. Tell me things, Gabriel. And then the mum's into it now. She's like, my child may just have died, but I'm into it. Yeah.
But I love this song.
I love this song.
And then the other one, when they're doing the ribbon thing at the posh school.
Yes, with the baby.
Yes, with the baby, and then that flush, and they like get all the ribbons out.
And that's when
I am
Alan
the
Carr.
king.
I am the king. That's when Alan Carr goes for his Oscar, and he's going, I don't know about that. Wonderful stuff. Also in that scene, I presume it's from a deleted scene. Did you notice this, Will? Like for 2 seconds, it cuts the audience, and it's Ray Vaughan and
Yes.
and the lady from Ghosts / Horrible Histories. I call him Ray Vaughan. What's his name in Beep Show?
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. Ray Vaughan from Phoenix Nights.
Shabba.
My balls are black and blue. I've just beaten them with a mallet. What sport am I playing? Yeah, I presume it's from a deleted scene. I hope that Neil Fitzmaurice isn't doing cameo work.
He is doing cameo. As in the
Yes,
video.
he is. Yeah, you can do Ray Vaughan, can't you? Well, if you were going to get me a cameo of anybody, living or dead, what would it be?
I'd get you. I'd do a Mad Men one for you.
What would you do?
I'd get the guy that plays the main guy, John Hamm,
The guy that plays the main guy.
and he'd just be like, "Hello, Tom. I'm John Hamm. Happy birthday."
And then the video would end, and then a bill to your credit card of £250 for 5 seconds. Lauren, if you were going to get me a cameo, what would you do?
I'd do Nicole Kidman.
Oh, okay, so it's that sort of cameo.
Or
Doing Sparkling Diamonds.
Oh, yeah,
I'd-
the French. But however, at the end of the video, she needs to cough into a napkin and go, I'm going to die.
or I do controversial. I do Woody Allen.
Everybody who's listened to the podcast and listened to our 6 episodes of Woody Allen movies knows that, yeah, I like Woody Allen.
And I don't.
And he'd go, thanks for getting out there so you don't get cancelled if these ever become famous. Let the record show everybody, Lauren.
I don't like Woody Allen.
That Lauren Stevenson said, I don't. It's like when they talked to Michael Caine and they were like, would you ever work with Woody Allen again? And go, I was in a movie 40 years ago. He hasn't talked to me in 50. Well, I don't. Maybe. I don't know. Thank you. A ruby.
Okay,
a sauce.
doesn't mean you have to carry it on.
Of a tangerine.
Of a tangerine. Oh, you know what my favourite mini Michael Caine moment in The Dark Knight is when Bruce is like, Rachel was going to marry me. What's that letter you got there? And he goes, oh, doesn't matter. I'm going to... Not today. Okay, so that's weirdly specific favourite parts. Soundtrack corner. Now, I think good song choices... we'll talk about the original stuff in a moment. Good song choices. I like the repeated... I think the early cut to the Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and he's like, I hate Christmas. Dun, 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 dun. He's really good. And then that comes back later when he's doing the hug and fist. It's like,
We have to call it that.
Fine then. The angry fist. Is that better?
Let's just move on. You know when he's going back to his flat, he's walking back to his house to go write the music.
I'm a little Christmas cracker.
Yeah, love that. I think that's a really good. I think because the dog and
Yeah,
well, as we find out,
the best use. To take a dog called Cracker to put explosive
blow it up like a cracker.
Wonderful John Sessions, recently deceased. And
Oh, God.
sorry, yeah,
Another
sorry.
R.I.P.
Yeah, John.
Can we
Sessions.
have like a thinking up dedicated to at the
Our
end?
first episode is dedicated to Mary Berry because we recorded it 4 months before it came out. And Will was like, I think Will said before. Will said something about Mary Berry dying, and I was like, okay, this episode's going to be dedicated to Mary Berry. I won't.
God forbid.
Yeah, luckily this episode only comes out in 30 days. It would be very, very unfortunate. And if it does, we're sorry.
Oh,
Especially
it's
Lauren.
R.I.P.
She hates Woody Allen, but wants Mary Berry to die.
No! Evil. You know who I think is going to die?
Okay,
Elton
say
John.
this live. Why Elton John? He's just got a bad hip.
No, I have a feeling he's going to die.
Okay.
If he's not dead by the end of next year, I'll give you a £5.
You know I'm very stubborn.
I know.
We could have a huge argument, not talk for a year, and I'll go, my card details are, please send. Not even going to say why. I'm not even going to say why. Well, you've leaked everything else on this episode.
His bank details are...
Yeah. Alan, your card details were on the last image.
They didn't get the other side though. No, they did. They did. That's.
Yeah, soundtrack. Well, let's talk about the original songs.
So good.
Lauren, do you have a particular favourite?
Okay, so I need to get them off my phone. I think they're all incredible. I think it's one of these movies where they're all good. Like, you don't listen to one and you're like, you know what I mean? One of my favourites is obviously classic She's a Brightest Star.
Mm.
Because, you know, when they're on the stage and it's like the boy band.
Yeah.
And they're all rapping, and I just think it's incredible. And they come in like the camels, and the little boy like spies his mum, who doesn't think he's gonna come. Like, incredible.
Well, they don't seed that either. They need to seed that. They don't have a line.
Seed that. Oh, his mum doesn't forget about him.
Oh, my mum don't like me rapping. Oh, my mum doesn't think I'm gonna be Joseph. Oh shit.
And I am.
And then suddenly, like, Martin Freeman's just like, you know, your mum, who you didn't think was gonna come, she's here. Rap to her.
Rap to her in your white suit. Yeah. Good news. Good news is good.
Yeah, good news is great.
Yeah.
Probably
One
the
night,
best
one moment.
song. One night, yeah. I like the reveal of
Best singer.
Definitely the best singer.
Mm.
Let's not. I think we can make the rule that we don't want to be too cruel about the bad kids, and I think it adds to the realism and is a lovely touch. But some kids are better than others.
Well, yeah, in Sparkle and Shine, when they're like sat on the stairs, and some of them are just.
Oh yeah, when there's like, you sing a line, and then suddenly one of them's like, well, maybe this is strong, but one of them's like Mariah. It's like, it's like, and then it cuts
the
the
moment last forever.
And then it cuts to the next one, and it's like. And it's like just a bit uneven.
A little bit uneven.
It's nice, yeah.
Mm.
Will, do you have a favourite song? Oh, sorry, Lauren. Fuck you.
Sorry, I was going to say, sorry, fuck you, Will. Nazareth, when they're like singing in the auditions.
Yeah. Oh, there goes a little bit of Paul.
Oh, well, better for your livery.
Yeah, Paul's fine. I've spilt it all over my hand.
Don't lick it.
Okay, I am going to turn my camera off and lick it. But, like...
Ew, you're actually vile.
I'm not vile. I'm going to look like Leonardo DiCaprio in Django Unchained when he's like, the skull of a black man. When he's like, got his bloody hand. Okay.
Yeah, and yours is full of port. So I don't think it really compares.
Okay, that was a joke.
Ew.
It's not a real lick.
Why did you just go...
Okay, I'm dry. So let's continue. Will, do you have a favourite song?
I do like She's the Brightest Star.
Mm.
She's the brightest star I've ever seen.
So I want to squeeze her, please her, share his spicy.
Bits of pizza, extra spicy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know, well, I also like
Grinch.
One Night, One Moment. I think that's quite
It's a
good song.
Yeah. One moment.
Well, we know it's a good song because
One night.
Martin Freeman can't listen to 30 seconds of it without crying and excusing himself, which he does during rehearsals and during the final performance. He has to go and sit down because he's like, sorry, scared of it. Sorry, I didn't expect it. I know, yeah. People watch these fucking movies all year round and it's like, oh, it's so endearing that he's sad. And he's so sad that a woman left him. Oh, it's so endearing. And like nowadays, people are just bored with me.
Well, yeah, because you're not Martin Freeman in a Christmas movie.
All right.
You're Tom in Sidcup.
Yeah, in Sidcup. D.A. Okay.
D.A. Didgein.
Okay, that's real. Well, that's just a Sidcup area. That's fine. What's next on this little show we do?
Wait, can I say one thing?
Why not?
You know, She's the Brightest Star.
I do.
Is now going viral on TikTok.
Why? Oh, great! This is wonderful.
And
welcome to TikTok
the new
Corner.
Song. Thank you, TikTok Corner. It's the new song that everyone's like making videos to.
What's the video?
It's just like dance, like just people. I don't know. Let me. Should I show you one? Will I get copyrighted?
I think it's fine. You can do 5 seconds. Just be quick,
Okay.
please. God. Okay.
Well, I have to find a good one now.
How many times over a year, Lauren, did you say to me, let's do a TikTok?
Like this.
And I said, so this is just a woman with a microphone.
One time. Come on.
Come on.
See, this is what I don't
Down
understand.
the
And this is my
line.
problem. No, drag, there's a lot more to it. But I went to a drag night and it was great and it was wonderful and the queens were fabulous. But I was like, I didn't get annoyed.
Because they were lip syncing.
Because they were lip syncing. And I know that is drag. And I know that that's the whole thing. But every time I'm just like, and Alan Cumming agrees with me, everybody. Alan Cumming agrees with me. But it's like, oh no, I like it when they sing. I like it. Like the costumes are fabulous, and when they do, like either I like it when they sing.
On that.
I like it when they sing, or I like it when they do the jokes and they talk themselves. I'm not. I know what Candy Stat. I know what feels like I'm in love. Sounds like you know. Anyway, that's Tom.
Well, I sent you my
Tom.
TikTok.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. I'll definitely not watch
You're
that.
welcome.
That was Tom shading. Is this you doing it?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So you've just got a cup of coffee. Okay. Wonderful stuff. That's my thing with TikTok. Who watches the jokes that Will sends me? But like, who would want what? Sorry, Lauren. Don't feel atted or attacked. Who wants to watch you hold a coffee cup and go? Right. Like nobody actually wants this.
Surprisingly, a lot of people.
I'm not crazy here. I can't get fucking more than 35 subscribers on this channel to save my fucking life, and people are watching.
Create a TikTok. I will create a TikTok account for the podcast.
Yeah.
What would our first TikTok be?
It'll be about the podcast, and then I'll create videos like, oh my god, my friend created a podcast and no one turns up. Please watch it just to make him happy.
Sorry,
Fix You playing in the background.
Yeah.
And
I will.
Try. Or is that
to
the sign?
Fix You.
That's Fix You. It's good. It's not Fix You.
Isn't it?
No. I'm quoting Yesterday. No.
Sorry, inside
Yesterday.
joke.
One of the worst films I've ever seen. Okay, what do we do
John
next?
Lennon, is that you? How are you? Yeah, I'm not bad.
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm okay because I didn't get shot by fucking Mark David Chapman.
Oh, Jesus.
I never met Yoko. It's like, what? Like the
Just
one...
doing my pots.
I'm just here doing... Like, arguably, the one great, excellent thing in John Lennon's life, that he met Yoko Ono and they shared so many beautiful years together. And then in Yesterday, he's like, oh, I didn't get shot, but I'm all right. I didn't meet Yoko either. But, I'm all right. I've had a good life. Guest's favourite building / set in honour of Will Leggetter. It's the cathedral. It's the cathedral.
No. That's a good set piece. I think what Lauren said earlier about how Mr. Madden's house is completely dark and the surrounding building, I think that's a really nice set piece.
Yeah, I can go for that. We can skip this. I mean, they're just real British schools.
I like how the classrooms, have that like edging on the boards.
Yeah,
on the display walls.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just very.
It's a proper British. Yeah, it's a proper British school. Best single minute.
The scripts on coloured paper. Everything was on coloured paper.
Everything was. It was the best.
And all the things of Nazareth, myrrh.
Yeah.
Gold. Love it.
I've saw so many like teachers like when I came in early and they were just typing out these PowerPoint slides. Jerusalem. And they weren't smoking. Best single minutes. Will, why don't you kick us off?
I've gone Christmas tree shopping where he bumps into
definitely.
Shakespeare.
No.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No. That's not the best. He's just giving the nominations. We're giving the nominations, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meeting. I mean, for me, the best minute is meeting Jennifer's parents and the whole cracker with the dog. Herod. Where's my baby? Where's my baby?
Yeah.
And also, good. I put Mayor's Ball into minute, but we'll give it 10 minutes.
Why not? Lauren, your nomination, soon as you so vehemently
strongly disagree.
Yeah.
The auditions of the kids, Teenage Dirtbag, the Irish one.
Young Zac Efron. It's brought his own hat.
I love it. Also, when in the main show at the end, when they come in on camels, I think that is a great addition.
They come in on camels, and there's clearly the camel trainers who were told to smile by director, and were just like, no, it's dangerous for the camel. I'm going to bring the camel in, lower the child, and leave. They're the most miserable people in this movie.
And when their random thing, but the bit of She's a Bride to Star, was it? No, Spark and Shine, when they pop their heads out.
Oh, when they're in the stars, yeah.
Yeah, I like that bit.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What else do I have? I have Meeting the Priest in the back. That's very good. Well, if you don't lie, then you get a good meal out of it. I have the video I have two ones, and they're quite sad. Yeah, oh, boo-hoo.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
The video to Jennifer, where Ashley Jensen is like really, really good and like is really touching and sad. Oh, why do all of these kids know about Mr. Madden's relationship status?
Well, we know everything about ours. I feel like you just know when you're a kid.
Well,
Did
that's
you
the
not know
thing.
in primary school about your teachers?
I feel like that if you are similar to Mr. Madden's, Tom, he would probably be just moaning about his ex's entire time.
A lot.
On a podcast.
Oh, everyone's from Nazareth. Oh, my girlfriend used to love Nazareth. Like something like that.
I feel like this is a veiled. No, actually, I'm going to remove the word veiled. I feel like this.
Direct.
Well, I want to talk about. I've called her wise old girl with big eyes, where she's like the girl with the bigger eyes, and she like is so
blonde
wise.
Hair.
No, brunette, and she's like so wise, and she's just like Mr. Madden's girlfriend.
Oh.
She knows everything. She's like fucking Miracle Max from The Princess Bride.
She's like shout out to Eve Wengel. She's like Eve Wengel.
Shout out to Eve Wengel, who has not been on the show ever.
Oh.
And maybe on the future. You never know. She's a little Scottish woman. Yeah, she is like Eve. Yeah.
She just knows.
She knows things. She knows some things. The best single minute. What if this is the one episode she watches? I love Nativity. Hi, Eve, if you ever watch this episode, hello. I also, I have that. And then I have the letters and Martin Freeman doing some wonderful, touching acting, crying to the letters.
The letters is really cute.
Oh, and he does that. Oh, when it gets to you.
Did you have that as a kid with the little post box at school?
Yeah.
We had
Christmas cards went in it.
Mm.
Yeah. I had a good. Time was simple back then. Okay, best line. Will, I left it off my specific favourite moments. I'm going to let you say it. Go.
Oh, no, I don't know what you're referring to.
It was more actually influenced by Sondheim, I think.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I have got that written down. Yeah, it's a very, very good one. I'll give one of mine. I really like when at that very first assembly, she's like, now last year, Mrs. Spink did the Nativity play.
Oh, I like this one.
Got to be upset, and she started shouting and crying, and some of you, I remember, started crying with her.
It is those little Britishisms.
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember Big School with David Williams and Catherine Tate, which was no good. But I remember a character in that, and it's the guy. Oh,
the PE teacher.
No, not the PE teacher.
The Mr. Barber.
Yes, yes. I can't believe you remember this joke. And it was like he'd always do mental health days, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I need to take the day off. All the kids bully me." And then, like the end of the first episode, we saw him doing the graffiti, and that was a really funny joke that I remembered. It's those little Britishisms. I love that you remember the full name of this character from a show that ran one season.
I love that, 2 seasons actually, and they were both on Netflix for a while.
For a while.
For a short period.
For a period of time. Which brings us to Lauren, best lines.
Okay, I've got 2. First one is, this man is an idiot, an actual village idiot. If the village had an idiot, it would be him. It's a very Tom line to me. Another one is when the little boy stands up. When the little boy stands up and he's like, right, tell the class what you know about Jesus if you're that clever. And they're like, well, Mary got pregnant and then a couple of years later, like many years later, he died on the cross.
Yeah, that is good.
Good one. And then the last one, those who can't act teach, and those who can't teach primary. I think it's like a little classic one.
I was going to say, I like that you said it was a classic one. This is a fun story. I said that in front of my mum a month ago, and she was like, "That's hilarious. Did you just come?" She literally did the whole. Did you just come up with that? I was like, "No, that's a very famous."
You should have said yes.
No.
Can I have a favourite Mrs. Carruthers quote?
Go on. So you can call her Sarah Carruthers. She's been on the show.
Sarah Carruthers. My favourite Sarah Carruthers quote is...
I don't know what this is going to be.
Your skin can't handle you anymore.
Oh, wow. It's going to be that one. Yeah, I was getting out of a shower and my stretch marks were showing, and she said, your skin can't handle you anymore. Wow. Of all the ones I thought it was going to be, I didn't think it was going to be the one that body shamed me.
I literally say that to so many people. I love it.
Sorry, what? Who do you say that to?
That's going on the TikTok.
That's going on the TikTok. That's going on our first merchandise. Please. Our first merchandise will be an overstretched t-shirt that says, this t-shirt can't handle you anymore. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, I love it.
I'm doing 15 minutes on my little bike. I'm taking Holland and Barrett supplements. I'm losing weight, not really, but I'll have a Chinese later. I'm drinking port. You know, we like to have fun on the show.
Yeah.
I had a glass of wine last night. I love weak drinking.
I had a couple of glasses of wine last night. I went to the theatre. As we talked about earlier in this episode.
On your lonesome.
Yeah, thanks. And wonderful stuff. What's the change? Let's get negative. The postcard from Hollywood is bullshit. It's just like Hollywood. I'm not going to talk about Poppy yet. Well, that can be our final what's the change conversation, because I feel, of course, that I'm going to be in the minority. He's not holding, Mr. Poppy isn't holding the wheel at all. During the scene where they go driving in the van, and he's
because they're on a motorway. He just does a
and he just. But the thing is, it's so clear that there should be the joke of Martin Freeman going, just keep your eye, just keep your eye on the road. But there isn't, and he's just like, I think we should do a nativity. I'm a fucking knob. Oh, I hate Mr. Poppy. I don't like the dog pressing the control button.
Why?
I don't like the
I think
amount
it's a
of...
cute little thing.
Sure. I don't like the amount of sexual stuff that Mr. Poppy mentions in front of the kids. This is Zach. He's eye candy. Oh, look at all the girls. All the girls love him. And also the spanking where he's doing the warm-up. I don't enjoy that. We're going to talk about the lyrics.
No, that's funny. That's funny. I like
No,
that
but
bit.
here's the thing. It's funny if there's a Martin Freeman reaction, but multiple times there's no Martin Freeman reaction.
Yeah, but it's our reaction.
Yeah, but it makes
I
us...
think it works.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's really second-guessing that.
I've put here, maybe this is cruel. Take better kids to America.
Yes! The worst kids go!
Like
that girl is so irritating. The girl is like the Rachel Berry of the group. Like, she really annoys me.
Yeah.
Listen, no, I don't like her at all.
It's very clear because it was shot in LA. It's, well, some parts, not the indoors parts. But like, it's very clear that like they were the two kids that were allowed by their parents to go to LA.
They were the two kids who had like a dual passport or something, because they're like, the little boy, I never even seen him before he went. Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
take
they should have said
if they'd have
Bobby
taken Bobby and the girl with the wise old eyes, that would have been a 10-minute stretch.
Or the girl with the hat.
Any of them.
Or the blonde girl who looks like Kermit.
Not these not these two nondescript children.
No, I think they ruined that section for me because I'm sorry, the Hollywood bit I would just skip now. I don't like it.
There's no jokes. There's nothing.
Just plain. I like the bit when she's like, I get coffee, then I get the papers, and I get the go.
Yeah,
I like that bit.
Paid to do.
Yeah, that is what you are paid to do. Also, the Harrison thing doesn't go anywhere. He's just like a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
He doesn't even get properly introduced. Like, you need the bit where she's like, Martin Freeman, I've forgotten his name. Martin Freeman, this is Harrison, my new boyfriend.
I don't think she'd do that, though.
No, but I think that would have been good. Like, he was like some big, hunky, I don't know. I just was like, Harrison, who? I didn't really make an effect on me. I think it should have been a bigger part.
Yeah, because we have John Sessions earlier going, with Harrison, that's our new boyfriend, by the way. Because
not the one that blows up dogs.
Not underrated part. When Martin Freeman walks into that room and sees Mr. Poppy, and he goes...
like with a cup of tea.
That's very funny.
I think you better sit down, Paul.
I have here Harvey. Remind me who Harvey is.
Isn't he one of the boys?
I've just put...
Oh no, Harvey's the boss. Is Harvey the boss?
Is it the bit where you were like, is there
yeah.
a Bob I can speak to?
Is there a Harvey Weinstein here? I just thought we'd be politically correct and say that that's bad. I mean, it is bad. Anyway.
Just say.
When Pam Farris is doing her speech that all the kids can hear, and she goes, everybody thinks all of these children are going to go down the drain of life. They're all going to be fucking miserable and kill themselves. Like, it's just so needless. The helicopter's obviously terrible.
Rubbish. But I like it.
Christmas
if it's rubbish.
Star.
Also, it's just not needed at all. All you need is Ashley Jensen, like... It could
strolling
be like,
in.
Yeah, it could be like the light of the taxi or something. If you just cut the whole, it's the Northern Star bullshit.
Yeah, but it's more like dramatic and like everyone's screaming. Like you wouldn't scream if you saw a taxi. Do you know what I mean?
Depends.
It's an Uber. Like you just wouldn't. It's a nice thing that it's a big helicopter.
And I also have, and this is a very pessimistic change. And here's a few guests from Oakmoor. And then they have the two good dancer kids that they'd hired for the Gordon Shakespeare School. And then they were like,
straight from Strictly.
Yeah, it was like, why the fuck are they in the St. Bernadette's Nativity? They were clearly like, we find these two good
pushy
kids.
Parents. If my child's going to be in your movie, I'd like them to.
Yes, have a starring role.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then-
can I have
what-
another
sorry.
1 minute thing?
Yeah,
Have another
sure.
1 minute
Yeah, that's
when all the
allowed.
lights go off. When all the lights go off.
And
Candles
that
come.
little kid. I did all this stuff. I just put this plug in and it exploded. That kid's good. Will, what's the change?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's a bit. If they cancel the show, they just booked the camels and everything back in that last hour. They've got the whole set there.
I like that they do have the screenplay like bullshit of him going, no, Ricky Tomlinson's got sponsors now. We've got a budget so that we don't later have to say, how have they got all this stage and all that. So I do like that screenplay bullshit. But yeah, no, I agree. Lauren, any changes?
I disagree with you on the kids.
Yeah. It was like when they pulled up in the airport, I was like, sorry, what?
And the whole America section needs to be shorter, I think.
Yeah. I like this film a lot. Can lose 7 minutes.
In the
I like
America
it for the
section.
chase. I do like the chase in the set bit.
I like the security guard
Weird.
falling
Yeah.
over. What's left from Will's notes?
Nothing.
Anything left from your notes, Lauren?
Let me have a look. Don't mind me. No, what all my other bits have been said.
Okay. So I watched all the behind the scenes stuff. So a couple of fun
Of course
Pam
you did.
Ferris things. She got bit by a pig. She got bit by one of the pigs. And also, she was like, so this is a fully improvised movie, and the only way that you can do that is by making your character. So I know where she grew up. I know what school she went to. I think she's talking about. So Pam Ferris went full method for this. And then there's a couple of scenes of like Debbie Islett, the director, being angry at kids. And it's just like, have you got chewing gum in your mouth? Which I found very funny.
I've got a fun fact.
Go on.
Hannah Roseman went to school with Bobby.
So again, Hannah Roseman, a name that means nothing to most people.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Hannah.
Is Bobby a nice person? I hope he is.
I think, yes, she didn't say anything bad about him, but went to performance school.
Is he like a cool kid now? And he's like,
So I need to see if I can find him on Instagram. What is his name?
I hope. I can't I wouldn't like it if he was like, oh yeah, no.
Oh, look.
Is this going to be one of those things where he's like, he's so hot now? I mean, he's definitely.
That looks like a criminal headshot.
It looks like a complete. But they've got this as him as a baby.
Oh,
What the hell?
Baby Bob. Oh, there he is. There is the lycra. There's
our Bob.
There's the lycra lover that we know. I want to talk about some of these lyrics. I don't like how sexual these lyrics are for the kids that are singing them. Because there's no
Like Bobby.
like Bobby. I don't like that. Like, there's no cutaway to like Martin Freeman going, "Oh, that's weird," or like any of the parents going, "What?" Here's a couple of lyrics. Not a one night stand. Don't like that.
Yeah, but that's just funny.
Yeah, but
If
they
you
don't have any of the parents going, "Oh, I don't know." She's not too bad. She's not the best I've ever had.
I'll grow to love her.
Yeah.
It might work out.
I want to please her. She makes me hot under the collar, busy deep inside.
Yeah. What are these?
I could take her for a ride.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Will. You've got that one wrong. I want to lasso her and take her for a ride.
Oh, no.
Shut up. That is not it.
That is literally the lyrics. I watched it with subtitles. I want to lasso her and take her for a ride. Shake your ass.
Yeehaw.
A cheeky drink, a naughty wink. These are lyrics for like an adult's 70s like
That's
farce.
why it's funny, because it's a nativity.
And also,
Because we were learning Jerry Springer today, and you think, how are these lyrics from the opening on?
yeah, but
You know
that's
the
like,
opening of Jerry Springer?
yeah, but that's a show for adults, a satire of the horrible way in which Jerry Springer's show manipulated the needs of
Yeah, but we don't listen to that. And, oh, how dare you say these words? I don't think you're meant to second guess these lyrics.
I am when they're coming out of a child's mouth. You're going to need some bigger pants. What? Why?
Don't, because now you're going to cancel Nativity, and I'm like, not okay if that's
I'm
to be
not gonna-
cancelled.
I'm not going to cancel Nativity. Nobody sees this. That's it for my notes. There is no commentary. There is no alternate ending. A few fun facts. The end credits are dedicated. This film is dedicated to inspirational teachers everywhere.
Oh.
Well, that's delightful, isn't it? Most of the film is improvised, with the actors acting out. When Mr. Maddens and the children are running in Hollywood studios, it can be seen that they are actually on location, as the set for fictional drama Grey's Anatomy can be seen.
Shut up. I love Grey's Anatomy.
Remember?
Will, have you watched Grey's Anatomy?
I've not.
Will, you'd love it.
I once named
It's
a character
so good.
Richard Webber
Oh, yes?
without knowing that there was a full long-standing character in Grey's Anatomy, and we did a read-through, and halfway through, Lauren sent me a picture, and it was just this random doctor, and then I looked over and she went, "That's Richard. That's Richard." About 120 hours of footage was shot during the 6 weeks of filming. Debbie then spent 10 months editing the movie in the back bedroom of her Coventry home with chief editor Nikki Ager, who also happens to be her partner.
No.
The film was shot in the summer. Debbie Islett got the idea for the film after watching her daughter's school nativity play.
You love it.
We know that Pam Farris, well, you didn't, plays Miss Trunchbull.
What, Tom, what was the best role you ever played in a nativity?
I was the innkeeper, and that was my rise to fame because they...
Shut up. So was I. All good actors.
There's 9 roles, Lauren, so it's not like... And I kept doing these, and I was like, oh, there's no room at the end! And they loved it. They loved it.
Oh.
My biggest role in primary school was, of course, as Captain Pinkbeard in Pirates of the Caribbean. And they forgot to bring my map on, and that was my first go at improvising on the stage. And I went, "Squawk, my furry friend, go get that map, go get that map." That was it. Will, what was your best nativity role?
I played the Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus, and had a
In
whole...
your nativity?
Yeah, I had one. I was only on for one scene, and I sang a song about doing a census.
Because
An interesting role.
nothing's more cool than a
We had to give him a role. We had to make one for him, bless him.
census.
Nothing's more Christmassy than a good old census.
You are the census taker. This was like when I was in a production of Annie, and in my not the production of Annie that I saw Will in as a kid and didn't and like before I met Will. And in my amateur dramatics group, there was like 3 boys who didn't care about musical theatre and were just there because they were like the director's son, or it was like something fun to do. And then there was me, who was like, "Oh, hello." And then there was another guy, and he was like, "I'm the only guy who does roles." And then the big thing was Annie, and we both auditioned for Rooster. And it was like, "Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it?" And I got it, obviously. I mean, come on. And then afterwards, the other guy got the role of FDR. And the way that the director, the nicest woman alive, her name is Gillian, she's the nicest woman alive. And she was like, but what I've not mentioned yet is that there's the role of FDR, which has over 50 lines. And he was like, I don't know if he knew it at the time, but it was wonderful to see and watch. Didn't get a song though, did you? I mean,
Easy Street is the best song.
Easy Street is the best song. Well, okay, here's a story about my penis.
No, thank you.
No, it's funny. My braces.
So you address your school. What else have we said?
School.
Your mum's name.
Jenny's first name.
Your
my mum's full
ex-girlfriend.
name. My great granddad's first name. Where I live. The college I studied at.
And your penis.
And now my penis. Is that the braces popped on the first night. So I had to take the braces of a very younger boy named Isaac, and they were riding pretty high. And my mum's review, this was the first like amateur thing I'd done where I'd had a couple of songs and a big load of scenes. And my mum's review was, it was good, but you didn't leave much to the imagination.
Oh,
So there you go. There's a story about my bulge.
nice.
Tom's big question. No. 1 minute. What's the change? Mr. Poppy, we don't need to belabor this.
No.
I
No.
I know it's the whole point of the film, but I hate him. He's too annoying.
Then don't watch it.
All right.
Who would you replace him with?
Jack Nicholson from 1975.
Jack Black.
Jack Black as Netchny Blade. You want to listen to rock and roll? Rock and roll is good.
Do you know this one?
What, 3?
When he goes like this, read between the lines.
Oh, right, okay. Would
Used
it
to as a
be educational? I'm afraid you've lost all of your children. Oh, great film. Love School of Rock. I googled groupies. They're They're women that sleep with the band. I love School of Rock. Love School of Rock.
Love.
We don't need to belabor this point. I don't like Mr. Poppy. I find him very, very annoying. And that works entirely for the film, so it's not really a change.
Yeah, thank you.
Will, any comments on Mr. Poppy?
No.
Good for you. Good for you two.
No.
Great. You've both got lovely hearts. Great. There's no way that Mr. Poppy's a real teacher. That's a Tom's big question.
He's not a real teacher, though, is he?
He's not. He says it. They were like, Mr. Adams was like, have you got any real experience? And he was like, yeah, something like this. Something like he's not. And then he finds out he's the nephew. So
who's the best
all over that then?
Who's the best audition? I think he's
like A, B, C.
No, it's not that. For me, it's a toss-up between because I'm just not teeny. No.
Yeah.
I know it. I like the kid who sings "You Make Me Feel Mighty Real." He's like, where we're out there dancing.
They're dancing with his little tie. Tie. And then he's like, I don't know the rest of the words.
Yeah. But I also like the Irish kid who's brought his own hat.
Yeah. I like
nice paddy on the stage.
The street dance guy who like falls over and then gets back up to dance. He like falls through the curtain.
Falls through the curtain. Yeah. That is very good. I think we can. Let's give it to who we're going to give it to.
I do think Teenage Dirtbag one is good.
I'm going to give it. Yeah, let's give it to Teenage Dirtbag. I'm happy with that.
Or the Irish one because he just like stares and he's like.
Yeah. Oh,
Danny boy.
The priest just is in the school wanting to say hello on like the 5-minute break that Mr. Madden has
why does he
taken.
seem a bit drunk?
Oh, he's Irish. Oh, he just got political. Whoa. I put here pregnancy. Okay, so they go and see a pregnancy. It's in like, I don't know, a hall in a school. There's one doctor, one screaming woman, and like 30 children.
Thousands of kids. Yeah.
Stood at a door. I mean, it's just badly.
It doesn't need to be in there.
No.
I don't understand it.
It's the fact that like Mr. Madden's is along with it. It's like, right, guys, come on, quiet. Let's go in.
Yeah, let's go and see this.
He wouldn't even let them get there.
The greatest moment of this
Spread her legs and have a baby.
Yeah.
No.
The proposal is really sad, and I don't know, like, why does she leave at that exact moment?
He turns around and
yeah.
Oh, look what I've found. What's this?
Oh, I've got it.
No, it's horrific.
Yeah, but like, at what point is their relationship at where she is leaving halfway through and giving her presents?
But also, he seems a bit depressed there already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. It's just sort of glossed over that they kidnapped those children to go to America, because if the consent forms are fake, the parents never talk about.
Were they just there for a day? Yeah. I mean, if you look at the movie, like logically, there's a lot of holes in it. But I don't think as an 8-year-old you're watching it and being like,
yeah, but
do they have consent?
I think there's a big hole with 2 children being kidnapped.
Yeah, little kids don't know how long it takes to get to America.
Here's my other thing. Here's my final Tom's Big question. I guess it's a change or whatever. Is this Jen just giving up on her Hollywood job? I know she's just a secretary.
Yeah, she's giving up for love.
For love, for Christmas love.
Then we need to have the bit where she goes, I hate my job. I hate my job.
But she does.
She does.
Every
no,
month.
but she never.
I get you coffee. I give you things. I get this. That's what you paid to do.
That's what you paid to do. I want to talk about Bob Clark. Bob Clark's really good in this, and his name's not Bob Clark. His name's Clark Peters, or his name's something with Clark in. His name.
Who is this?
The producer. Clark Peters, that's it. His name is Studio Boss. Okay, let's talk about this now. The musical, Lauren. So you said it was good. Who did you watch it with? Louis Walsh or Sharon Osbourne or the Danny Dyers?
Who did I watch it? It must have been Danny Dyer because it wasn't with Sharon or Louis.
So basically, Danny Dyer apparently plays the studio boss in a bigger role, and then Danny Dyer plays his daughter. I mean,
I don't think I watched them.
Did you watch Louis Walsh?
No, I watched it ages ago.
Did you watch Sharon Osbourne?
No.
Did you watch Joe Brand as the critic?
Yes, I think I did. She's the red-haired lady.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
She's the redhead lady who
Glasses.
isn't Ruby Wax. Redhead, glasses.
But I actually thought because in the theatre, I watched it in Manchester, obviously.
Ugh.
And everyone was like singing all the songs, like all the staff were dressed up in Christmas. Like it was a really nice thing. It's like, you know how Elf is now musical. Like it's not
that's
the best.
Good, though. That's terrible.
No, but it's not like Nativity is not award winning. It's not the best, but like it's so good to see at Christmas.
I just had a huge wee because I was going to pee myself. Lauren was talking about the musical. Overall, it's pretty good.
Overall, I would go watch it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go alone. So
I will go with you if you want to watch it again. I love it.
Maybe I will. Well.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on Nativity?
If you've not seen it, which I don't imagine many will, see it. It's really good. It's really good. It's the best Christmas movie ever.
I'm trying to think of the movie that we did, and it was like a bit of an awakening that like nobody else had. I don't remember. There was like a movie which I thought was like huge, and then it like isn't that huge.
This is Jingle All the Way.
No, it's definitely not that.
Ew, I hate that. It's the worst Christmas movie ever. Come on, kids. I hate
Sorry, was that your Arnie?
Yeah.
Go on, give it
That's
a bit.
his face. His face, I can't do his voice, but his face is like...
Come on, kids. I've got to get a rocket man for my boy. Sarah Connor. Yes.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. No, Mr. Reeves. No, Nativity's great. Lauren, we'll see you next year for your next Christmas episode. Maybe you'll be on another. Who knows? Oh no, that's untrue. You are going to be on an episode in the new year.
Am I?
Yeah.
Well, is that?
You said, and Leanne's going to be on it with us.
Is she? What is this?
You know what this is. You've talked about this.
No, I don't.
Okay,
No,
I'm going to...
Perks being a wallflower.
No, that was already done. Sorry. Rian beat us to it. Here we go.
I love that movie.
Here's a quote. Wait, Will, do you like this movie? Will, I'm gonna send you this movie, and you're gonna be like, say a quote from it. Okay?
Oh! Is it Legally Blonde?
No, it's not. That would be good, but it wouldn't be Legally Blonde.
But the musical.
The musical.
The musical.
And I got liposuction on my thighs. We still love you.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Okay. Will, I've sent you the film. Name a quote. Say a quote from the film.
I like. I feel bad for your parents. I feel bad for your face.
I thought it. Oh, that's a diary. I thought it was a really sad handwritten book.
Don't know that one. Have I watched this?
Look away! Look away! It's a 7 and 7. I usually have a double, but a couple of sips get me off. But you might have
It's
to take
coming
more.
out of me like lava.
It's coming out of me like lava. I'm shitting in the street. Do you want a brown almond?
Oh wait! I know that I'm shitting in the street.
This is a very strict plane. You're right. Hello.
What is it? Just tell me. I won't be able to get it.
Mrs. Iglesias. It's Bridesmaids, Lauren, and I think Lauren, this has revealed that maybe you shouldn't be on the episode.
No, I was thinking of a Christmas movie. I was going to say like Cranks or something. I don't know. Since when have I said I'll be on that?
Oh, all right then.
No,
Fuck
I want
you.
to be on it. I love it.
Well, there you go then.
Hold on for one more day.
Hold on for one more day. Hold on for one more episode. Next Christmas episode, we're doing Gremlins. Will.
Wait.
I love Gremlins. And then we're doing Elf, and then we're doing Christmas Vacation, and I think that's it this year. I think that's it. Any of those, Lauren? You want to be on Elf or Christmas?
If you did Fred Claus, I would be on. But...
Will, okay, so Will did try to get us to do Fred Claus this year.
I love Fred Claus, even though Kevin Spacey, it's still one of the best.
What could be? What's wrong? Sorry, I don't understand. What's wrong about Kevin Spacey? I'm kidding. Lauren is, of course, trying to be diplomatic in case this does go anywhere when we're all famous, even though she is currently wearing a shirt that says KSY for Kevin Spacey. Yes!
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Dabba 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 da da ba 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 ba.